What the United Nations is, as opposed to what they claim to be, is a story best told in Africa. I give you 5 countries: the DRC, Rwanda, Somalia, Sudan, and Kenya. Though these countries represent but a fraction of the continent, they are by academic standards considered one of the most well-conducted examples of United Nations conduct in Africa. But what I discovered in my research is that while there's a remarkable amount of work that is centered on addressing the problems that these countries face and the role of the United Nations in exacerbating these problems, they always seem lacking when it is time to confront hard truths while finding real lasting solutions. Instead, scholars seem set in putting out papers that direct their own solutions towards this contentious relationship between the United Nations and Africa around reform and structural change of the organization. But what happens to the people who have suffered for the failures and ineptitude of the United Nations? Like the 6 million Congolese people who have been massacred while the United Nations promised this world never again. To the 10 million Sudanese people who have been displaced over and over again with no end in sight to the abuses that they face. In fact, it is to the countless of Africans who have not only had to witness, but endure their lives be considered less than by this very institution time and time again. What part of their lives do they get back? How do they heal? How are the lost lives honored simply by offering these people to reform to problems that should have been preventable in the first place? It's no longer enough. So what I propose is a question, a solution really that has been avoided by academics for far too long, which is, should Africa withdraw from the United Nations? Now this research, using the 5 countries I mentioned earlier as case studies, generates a model that evaluates the response and conduct of the United Nations in its administrative capacity in times of crisis, creating a set of factors that African governments and scholars alike may use to evaluate in a cost-benefit analysis approach if the United Nations is committed to the mandates it promised all 54 African countries when it accepted them as member states, or whether it is time for this continent to break away, pack its bags, and leave to find better endeavors. Thank you.